Today, we're exploring smashing pumpkins in a delightful and playful tradition that has become a staple of Halloween festivities, particularly in the United States. Originating from ancient agricultural practices and evolving through cultural celebrations, join me and explore this whimsical activity that combines elements of fun, creativity, and community spirit. The history of smashing pumpkins. The act of smashing pumpkins has become a whimsical and beloved tradition, especially during the Halloween season. This playful destruction, often seen as a festive activity, combines agricultural roots, cultural practices, and modern community celebrations. This comprehensive history delves into the origins of pumpkins, the development of pumpkin smashing traditions, and their significance in contemporary culture. Ancient origins of the pumpkin. The pumpkin, a member of the cucurbita genus, has its origins in Mesoamerica, where it was first cultivated over 9,000 years ago. Archaeological findings suggest that ancient civilizations such as the Aztecs and Mayans utilized pumpkins not only as a food source, but also for medicinal purposes and even as containers. The indigenous peoples of North America recognized the pumpkin's versatility, consuming the flesh, seeds, and flowers while using the tough rind for storage and crafting. The journey to Halloween traditions. The arrival of pumpkins in Europe came with the Columbian Exchange in the late 15th and early 16th centuries, when Christopher Columbus and other explorers brought various New World crops back to Europe. The pumpkin quickly gained popularity among European settlers. However, the pumpkin's transformation into a symbol of Halloween began with the Celtic festival of Samhain, which celebrated the end of the harvest and the onset of winter. Samhain was a time when it was believed that the veil between the living and the dead was thinnest. To ward off evil spirits, people would light bonfires and carve faces into vegetables, initially using turnips. These carved lanterns, known as jack-o'-lanterns, were meant to frighten away malevolent spirits. When Irish immigrants settled in America, they discovered that pumpkins were more plentiful and easier to carve than turnips. By the 19th century, the practice of creating jack-o'-lanterns from pumpkins had become a popular Halloween tradition in the United States. These carved pumpkins served as festive decorations and protective symbols during the spooky season. The emergence of pumpkin smashing. The playful act of smashing pumpkins likely originated from the aftermath of Halloween, when families discarded their jack-o'-lanterns after the holiday had passed. Children and teenagers would often take leftover pumpkins into fields or parks and smash them for fun. This activity provided a cathartic release, allowing participants to engage in a messy, joyful celebration of destruction. As pumpkin smashing grew in popularity, it began to develop into a communal activity. Neighborhoods organized gatherings where residents could bring their old pumpkins to be smashed collectively. This sense of community fostered a spirit of togetherness, encouraging families and friends to join in the merriment. Pumpkin smashing in the late 20th century. By the late 20th century, the tradition of pumpkin smashing began to take on a more organized form. Communities across the United States started hosting pumpkin smashing events, often as part of larger Halloween festivities. These gatherings typically featured contests with categories such as Most Creative Smash, Longest Throw, and Most Innovative Smashing Technique. This competitive element added excitement and encouraged participants to get creative with their pumpkin destruction. In these community events, participants often brought their pumpkins to designated areas where they could be smashed safely. The sights and sounds of pumpkins being smashed, crushing underfoot, exploding against walls, or flying through the air became a highlight of the festivities. The act of smashing not only provided entertainment, but also served as a way to dispose of pumpkins that had outlived their decorative purpose. Cultural reflections. The cultural significance of smashing pumpkins extends beyond mere fun. It reflects a broader human tendency to find joy in destruction. In a world often filled with stress and responsibility, smashing pumpkins offers a playful release, a momentary escape from the mundane. The act of smashing can symbolize letting go of frustrations, celebrating the fleeting nature of life, and embracing the joy of spontaneity. Moreover, pumpkin smashing serves as a way to subvert traditional norms. While Halloween traditionally emphasizes fear and superstition, the act of smashing pumpkins invites laughter and lightheartedness. This playful destruction allows people to engage with the holiday in a way that is joyous and communal, transforming an otherwise spooky occasion into a celebration of creativity and fun. The rise of pumpkin Chunkin. As the 21st century approached, pumpkin smashing evolved even further, giving rise to a phenomenon known as pumpkin Chunkin. This competitive event involves launching pumpkins as far as possible using mechanical devices, such as trebuchets, catapults, and air cannons. The first documented pumpkin Chunkin event took place in the 1980s in Delaware, where participants began experimenting with different methods to launch pumpkins. Pumpkin Chunkin events quickly gained popularity, attracting large crowds and fostering a spirit of competition. These competitions often feature elaborate machines designed specifically for the purpose of launching pumpkins. Participants invest time and creativity into building their devices, leading to a showcase of engineering ingenuity. The World Championship Pumpkin Chunkin, held annually in Delaware, became one of the most famous events of its kind, drawing spectators and participants from across the country. This event not only celebrates pumpkin smashing but also highlights the intersection of science, engineering, and entertainment, as participants explain their designs and the physics behind their pumpkin launching methods. Environmental and charitable aspects. As awareness of environmental issues grew, the act of smashing pumpkins began to embrace a charitable dimension. Many communities organized pumpkin smashing events to raise funds for local causes, such as food banks, schools, and environmental initiatives. Participants would pay a fee to smash their pumpkins, with proceeds going towards supporting community projects. Additionally, the practice of composting smashed pumpkins has gained traction. Instead of sending smashed pumpkins to landfills, many communities encourage composting, promoting sustainability and reducing waste. By turning pumpkins into compost, communities can contribute to soil health and support local agriculture. From the vibrant jack-o'-lanterns that light up porches to the joyous act of destruction that follows Halloween, smashing pumpkins offers a unique way for people to engage with the season. Whether it's children delighting in the splatter of orange guts or communities coming together for pumpkin chunkin contests, this quirky practice embodies the joy of letting loose and celebrating the harvest in a memorable way. Thank you for joining me on this journey and the tricky history behind it. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more episodes from History of Food. Until next time.